Well, summer vacation is already here for some students, and the rest are soon to follow. So it won't be long until parents are hearing the words, "I'm bored." Well, Chris Stokes from US Cellular is here now with some smartphone apps or tablet apps to keep your kids busy and keep their minds sharp over the summer. So this is so much more fun than those worksheets I was talking about buying for my kids, because kids are so used to having these great graphics and things now, and the apps you're going to talk about are free.
Definitely, yes. And smartphones and tablets are really hot right now. I think adults know that tablets and smartphones can save time, help us in our careers, and really enhance our lives in many ways. But they're also a great resource tool for kids to learn, especially during the summer months, to keep kids active and learning all summer long.
The thing is, kids seem to come wired to be able to use these things. They're so much more at home with them than I am. So let's talk about some of these individual apps.
Sure. The first app that I want to show you, I'll show you on our 4G LTE Samsung tablet, and it's an application called Kid Mode, and Kid Mode has games, it has art, it has books. And one cool feature about the books that you can go into, again, all free, you can actually video record yourself as a parent or with you and your child reading the book, video record it, save it, and when your child is playing the book later, they can see a picture of you or your child reading the book, which I think is a fantastic idea.
It makes it much more personal that way.
Yes.
And plus you're there kind of encouraging them.
Yes. And as I exit out of this application, wanted to say that there is a research firm called Play Science that has found that 75% of kids between the age 2 and 13 already have access to smartphone and tablets. So this is definitely within reach of most kids.
Right. Amazing.
The next application I wanted to show you is called Words with Friends. Now, many people already recognize this application.
I've played a few games of Words with Friends.
I've got a few games going. I'm not doing so well on this one. But this game can help enhance a child's vocabulary skills and just keep them thinking, solving some problems, and having fun all summer long.
It's for folks who don't know, it's kind of like Scrabble back and forth.
Exactly.
With friends. You've got a bunch of different games going on.
Online version of Scrabble, you can connect with friends, family, or an online opponent. Now, the next application called Math Workout is one where you can actually do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or you can do a game called Brain Cruncher, Online Word Challenge, Math Blaster. And so I think to keep it easy this morning, we'll do addition and subtraction.
Thank you.
So after a brief countdown, you go right into the program, and it has some simple ones that you can work through.
And can you choose the level that you want your child to work on?
You can choose the level, the activity. You can actually even get some reports from this that show you how you're doing.
Wow.
Certainly, if you get one wrong, it'll show you on the screen and you can keep going.
Okay, let's go to, you've got one more app to show me, I think?
Well, I think the last two I'll just talk about.
Okay.
When it's time to get your kids away from the screen and outside and moving, there's a couple of fun apps to go to. One's called Kids Activities, and what it does is it helps a parent design some kids' activities outdoors. If you have a soccer ball, a basketball, a jump rope, you can find activities that you can use that equipment with, and it gives the parent all the information that they need to have fun with that. It gives you skills necessary, a description, actually suggestions on how to maximize the fun, and there's literally hundreds of activities for parents to browse through.
Which is great. You know, earlier in the newscast we had the story about, you know, childhood obesity contributing to diabetes, and so being outside like a kid, like we used to in the day, is so important in being active. And finally, I think you have one more.
Yeah, one more. It's called Aloka. And Aloka is a smartphone or tablet application that you can use, plug in your location or use the GPS on your device to find your location, and you can find channels like kids events, activities around town, and it will download and show you how close you are to all the fun activities going on around town.
I love it. It sounds great. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Well, coming up,